Wagwan guys, I know you are watching this video because you probably want to start creating content too, but because something is holding you back, you've not been able to start. So today I am breaking down the real reason why 95% of people never hit that record button or upload a single video. How do you overcome every single mental block that is keeping you stuck, that is not letting you create content? Before we jump right in, I need you to do something for me. Comment why you click this video. Yes, comment why you click this video. Even if you think you are not thinking of creating content, but you click this video. You know, I saw the video of a guy who said he wanted to start creating content on IG back then. He literally blocked his parents, blocked his pastor, blocked his friends because he was so terrified of what they will think about him. And you know what happened? Some of them eventually find out anyways, but instead of the world ending like he actually thought it would, absolutely nothing changed, nothing happened. Life went on, the earth keeps spinning. So here is the thing about Nigerian culture, and this applies to many African cultures too. We are taught to keep our heads down. You know, don't show off, don't share your business with the world, but that mindset is literally killing your dreams. Look at creators like Lai Wasabi. You know, he went from being unknown to starring in movies like Adire, Anikulaku that made millions at the box office. Mackenzie Comedy has over 15 million subscribers and over 1 billion views. 1 billion! These people didn't get there by hiding their face. If you don't get money, hide your face. I beg, no hide your face. So hiding your face is why you would be more broke. You know, if you create content, let's even assume that every other thing does not work. The content will still work, as in give you money, provided you are consistent and you are giving value. It is dead certain, it is almost sure that you would at least get some money to keep going till you blow. Even if you don't blow, you still make substantial money. Do you understand? Like, my YouTube is not making me billions, yes, but like the amount I get from my YouTube channel monthly is some people's salary. Do you get? It is very small, yeah, compared to maybe like the amount I make on freelancing. Do you understand? But it is what some people's salary, then it will keep growing upwards. There was a time when for a whole month I was making just about $20. There was a time when it has gone to $50. There was a time when it has gone to 100. You know, it will keep going up to $200 to $1,000. Do you understand what I'm saying? What most people see is when it gets to that, maybe like earning $30,000 from YouTube a month. Like you see some of these very big celebrities making like $20,000. Do you get from their YouTube and all that? That is when you start to admire them and wonder what they do. Okay, so the first mental block that is killing your content creation dream is caring about what people think. And I get it, that fear of embarrassment is real, but here is what I learned. Every single successful creator you admire went through this exact phase. They posted their first video uncomfortably, they got maybe 5 or 10 views and felt like nobody wanted them or their content, but you know what, they continued till they gradually found people online that appreciate their content. And that is exactly what you should do. Now let's talk about the second mental block, and that is thinking that someone else is already doing what you want to do. This makes me laugh because it is like saying, well, there is already Coca-Cola, so Pepsi shouldn't exist. There is room for everyone in this space. Nigerian creator economy has grown so much that young talent managers are now bridging creators with brands on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Your life experiences, your perspective is not exactly the same as anyone else in the world. Because of what you've gone through, your own stories are different. The environment you lived in, it changes your perspective of how you share even the same story that someone else has shared. I'm very sure this is not the first video of somebody telling you about maybe how to start a YouTube channel or how to start content creation, but my perspective is definitely different from any other person you've ever seen online, and that is my unique selling point. So in your own case too, that is your superpower, your background, your voice. Yes, and when I'm talking about maybe your background, your voice, I'm not talking about you having a perfect voice, like, oh, your voice is so perfect, it sounds like studio voice, you speak. No, the way I speak right now may not be the best for a radio presenter. If I apply for a radio presenter or a TV presenter job, I may not get it. But here on YouTube, here as a content creator, the way I speak, like some of my audience, or you are able to resonate with it. You understand? Your exact way of explaining things, your personality, the way you move your hand. Oh, Sunday. The way you move your hands when you talk, even your imperfection contributes to your unique originality. Do you understand what I'm saying? All of this make your content absolutely different from everyone else in the world. Then the third block is perfectionism that I just mentioned. This is the biggest culprit, laying low key in the heart of people that procrastinate on content creation. You want your video to look like it was shot by a professional film crew with perfect lighting, perfect lens, crystal clear audio. Meanwhile, some of the most viral videos, some of the most viral content on TikTok, YouTube, and other platforms are shot on shaky phones in someone's bedroom, not a studio. You know, I started my content journey shooting skits at Obafemi Awolowo University with my Gioni A1 Lite phone. My first YouTube video was created while I was away. I was out of Lagos. I had an apartment in Lagos, and I would have preferred to start the content in the apartment in Lagos because it's more convenient. The ambience is better. But I was out of Lagos, and I was in Baptist Medical Center where I couldn't really jazz up I was at the hospital quarter. Hospital quarter is painted green, which doesn't really work well for video. You know, green has this way of reflecting, and it just doesn't make your skin tone look good. If it is white, you know, white bounces off everywhere and gives you this flat screen look. But you know what? I started creating the content there anyway, and that was not the most comfortable or perfect time to start because I just had my daughter around that period. Yeah, and I started somehow. I just started it regardless. There is never going to be a perfect time to start creating content. The crazy thing is that I think many of you procrastinating or being nonchalant about content creation now will, in the long run, it may be in the next 3 years, it may be in the next 10 years, it may be in the next 5 years, you will start creating content. Let's bet it, mark my words. So the earlier you start, the early birds, yeah, you might think that, oh, the earlier birds are people like Fisayo Fusudo that did it maybe like some 7 years, 8 years ago. But remember, like in the next 7, 8 years, it will also be another 7 years, 8 years ago now. Do you get? So if you start now, in the next 7 years, it will be 7 years ago. And you can't do it consistently for 7 years and not make any degree of progress, substantial progress, I mean. You know, you don't have to keep waiting for perfect equipment. You know, just doing that will actually make you just procrastinate. Quality isn't just about clear, crispy video, not about equipment. It is about the story you tell, the value you provide, the way you connect with people. I have seen YouTube videos with terrible lighting and they blow up because the creator told engaging stories or shared something genuinely helpful. You know, my first Upwork video had bad audio. My first video on this channel had very bad audio, and yet it got about 3,000 views. Like now, when I check it, I didn't take it down. It is still there right now. You can go and check. You know, like a presidential candidate, would say go and verify. Yeah, you can go and verify, like right on this channel. So now, I need you to do something for me right now. Drop a comment. I mean, right now, with one thing you are going to create content about. So I read every single comment on this channel and I respond to every comment. Yeah, when I have the time to, like, to be honest, like these days, sometimes I get busy with something, but when I'm free, I come back and try to respond to every single comment I get on this channel. You can also let me know if you are willing to join my creators WhatsApp group. I'm creating that. Let's talk about the fourth mental block that is probably the biggest one of them all that is not making you create content. Thinking your content has to be completely original. Yeah, I'm a fan of being original, but remember I just said originality sometimes is about your own perspective, it's about your voice, your tone, the way you gesture, and originality is about so many things, not necessarily about the idea you share. Like I said, this idea of how to start content creation is not original to me. Like many people have created this kind of videos before me, but they are not making this exact point. They are not using this exact setup. They are not speaking the exact way I speak. They don't have my exact face. So those things makes the difference. different. Do you understand? So this quest for originality is where people get stuck for months trying to come up with something that has never been done before, something unique. And you know the crazy thing, like, it's better you just start with, you can pick inspiration from someone else and start. And as you do that, you'll be able to find your own uniqueness. For example, like this show I really love, one of my favorite show on YouTube right now is Cruise. Yeah, I was actually on Cruise myself this year. And Cruise started by benchmarking Jubilee, another show in the US. And now they are able to like create some variations in their show that is totally different from what Jubilee does. Now, can I shock you? Everything has been done before, but nobody has done it in your exact voice, from your exact perspective, with your exact story. That's your own little trick to it, is what differentiates you from others, and it differentiates you from what others are doing. Do you understand? I watched Curiosity Made Me Ask by Isbeyu Babi, the edition with the baby of TikTok. He jokingly introduced her as a thief, saying that we all know who she stole the baby voice idea from. He was referring to Ellen Paul. Ellen Paul's Tatafo character. You know, that's what I know. I love Baby of TikTok's response in that particular show. She spoke of how much she respects and appreciates Ellen Paul's Tatafo's character. But she said she's been doing the baby voice thing before she was even aware of Tatafo's existence. And I believe her, because the fact that for Ellen Paul, someone else somewhere must have been doing the baby voice, but Ellen Paul does not even necessarily have to be aware of that person. But if Ellen Paul's main goal, probably even going to Google to say that, oh, the idea she wants to start must be something that nobody else has done before, maybe she would have found that voice and say, okay, I'm not doing this anymore because it has been done. To be honest with you, those of us that you see creating content, I create content very consistently on this YouTube channel. Most of us still like an artist. I saw a video about a different topic entirely, I think sometimes last month, and I love the video title, and I wonder, okay, it was not talking about, it's just like seeing a video talking about shoes, but I talk about freelancing. And I look at the video and say, okay, how can I adopt and adapt this video idea to freelancing? I did that for one of my videos. Even if we do not directly imitate or copy people, like here, we pick inspiration from people. And sometimes, like, originality means that picking inspiration from multiple sources. Originality is a mix of a couple or several already existing things. Do you understand? Having said that, I am not saying that copy everyone or copy someone word for word. I'm saying that don't let the existence of other creators in your space stop you from creating what you want to create. Study what works, understand why it works, and then add your own twist to it. And that is what the best content creators do. Nothing is exactly like original. Do you understand what I'm saying? The best content creators are the ones who take existing ideas and present them in a fresh, authentic way. Even the Curiosity Made Me Ask show was copied from another show abroad. I think this guy, Frank Edewo, mentioned the name. It's maybe Gary Nazasis. I know I don't pronounce it correctly. You know what Cruise did is to put a native spin, a local to Nigeria spin on a show that is already existing in the US. So, like, if you find this video valuable, like, I think this is a good point to persuade you, to beg you to like, because when you start creating your videos, you want people to like it too, and that's the best way to support creators. We don't ask you to pay us. You have people in your immediate cycle that would support you in starting good, but don't have that mental dependence on people around you. Do you get what I'm saying? You need to like plan your content creation from the perspective of it's you, I, and myself. Like, I am alone inside the studio, I'm nobody behind the camera. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? But here is the hard truth. When I started creating content, I started getting a bit of displeasure for people in my cycle, like, like, don't they want to help me to succeed? Do you get? Because, like, I see that, oh, my church members don't comment or follow my content. My family, friends, neighbors, they don't really like. My wife does. She engages as frequently as she could, and thumbs up to her. I know she's probably going to see this video. Do you get what I'm saying? So those people, like your family and friends, are not your target audience, and in most cases you will get no support or just passive support from the people you know. So like in the real sense, they are not your audience. They are not the people. So when you know that your content is doing fine, or people you should be targeting, they are total strangers on the internet who needs what you are offering, whether entertainment, whether value, whether you are teaching something. So stop waiting for the validation from people who don't consume the type of content that you are creating. So now every successful creator started from absolutely 0 followers, 0 likes, 0 views. The biggest difference between you and them is not that they are more talented than you. It's not that they have more connection. It's not that they are more lucky. No, it is that they started before they actually felt ready. They posted their first video when it was still imperfect. They kept going when not many people were watching them. They treated every video as though it is a practice, not their perfect masterpiece. Do you understand? So here is what I want you to do right now. Open your phone camera, record a 30 seconds video about something you are passionate about within the next 30 minutes after watching this video. Don't worry about lighting. Don't worry about sound. Don't worry. Don't worry about what people will think. Or I will do it. Just record it now. You understand? If you are at a public place, find a private place. Find a place like within the compound. Yes, ignore the ambience noise. Just record it. Just press record. And this, why I'm asking you to do this, is just to prove to yourself that you can do it. Talk about anything. Even make mistake. Just continue. Just record for like 30 seconds or 1 minute. You will make mistakes. Yes, I can guarantee you that it will feel like you can't do it alone. You would find out that it is so this is what Sunday and other creators have been doing like frequently, as though it's very easy. But you need to do it and break that ice off, putting the camera to your face and hitting record and saying something. So the last mental block I want to address is that mental block of comparison. You are looking at other creators who have been doing this for years and you are comparing your day 1 with their own day 500. That doesn't make sense, does it? Every creator you admire, they create terrible videos at the beginning. Their first videos were quite awkward. They edited the video terribly, or they don't even know how to edit, just like some of you watching me right now. Their confidence, they don't really have the confidence that, this thing is going to do well. But they created it anyway. They just keep going because they understood something. Something very crucial. You can only improve on something that you've started. If you don't start creating content, you can't improve on content creation. Research shows that celebrating every content you post, no matter how small, actually reduces the fear of posting publicly. So your goal should not be like in your first content that you want to make 10,000 views. No. So if you post a content and you get 2 views, 2 human beings left every other thing they are doing to watch your content. If you should be grateful for that. Like if you have that kind of perspective, you would never quit. You would find yourself improving and you create it. I've been able to get 2 people to watch my video this time. Instead of feeling disappointed, you create another video, 10 people watch. You create another video, 40. It will keep increasing like that. My first video, I think it got maybe like 100 views. Yeah. And even till now, like it's not like I get thousands of views, but I'm still doing it and I'm making progress. I'm making money. I'm making connection with people. I'm networking. I'm helping people get money. I'm helping people feel fulfilled. Do you understand? Every time you hit the publish button, you are overcoming fear, and that is worth celebrating. So here is your homework assignment. So your assignment is that pick one platform. Don't try to. And I think that's one other thing that overwhelms people. Like you want to be on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Pick one platform. I strongly recommend that you pick YouTube because it is a platform that you can create content in multiple forms. So if I get inspiration to write, I can put it in the community. If I get inspiration to post a 1-minute video, I can put it in YouTube Shorts. If I get inspiration to post a long video, I can have it as this video you are watching right now. Then the good part is that it gives you financial income that is easy to track, that you can almost be guaranteed that if you are giving value and you are giving it consistently, you would surely get. Do you get what I'm saying? So that financial income prospect is important, especially in this economy. So create and upload your first piece of content this week. It doesn't have to be perfect. Have that at the back of your mind. It doesn't have to go viral. So it's even a good thing if it doesn't go viral, because like now you don't need to fear. You don't need to share it with your family and friends. Don't share it with anybody. Just create it and push it online, because like now your family and friends are not seeing, so there's nothing to be shy about. Just be doing it secretly. With time, like by the time it blows up or start to do well fairly, that is the point where your family and friends will get to see it. It just has to exist. So tag me on that video if you create it and upload it maybe to YouTube. I would love to see it. I would most likely like if you tag me, because I want to celebrate your courage. Your voice actually matters. Your perspective is needed. Please, your perspective is needed. Stop waiting for permission and start creating content. Yeah, before you go, make sure that you share this video with someone who also needs to hear this, or someone that you know, if they understand this, they would help you to start. So you can actually change the person's life and change your life too. So please subscribe to this channel. And I have a second channel. This channel talks about freelancing and every way to make money online. And because content creation is a way to make money online, that's why I'm posting it to this channel. I have a second channel where I strictly talk about just content creation, talk about camera, talk about my production, behind the scenes and stuff like that. If I get any equipment, most times I post it there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So please subscribe to this channel. You'll find it valuable. I can guarantee you of that. Then subscribe to that. So I would add that channel to the description below. So if you have any question whatsoever, any contribution whatsoever, you want to say thank you in the comment, anything you want to say, so just write it in the comments. You know, that's also another way of supporting me or showing that you appreciate what I do here. Ow! I've come to the end of this video. Thanks for getting to this point. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.